Welcome to another Kernel knowledge lesson on microlearning. Today we're going to cover grab the phone. As we think about sharing this topic, I want to be able to provide some thoughts, some ideas, as a sales representative in the agriculture industry on how to use your cell phone just a little bit more and a little bit more efficiently. We are going to talk about a very complex topic in a short amount of time to give you some awareness. So the next time you're thinking about, gosh, how am I going to see all of my customers before the next prepay or cash discount deadline, you can think about it from a different perspective and hopefully be able to handle all of your customers. It's a challenge for us as humans because we want to connect human to human. Whether it be too much to do and too little time, tight timeline, or other challenges in our environment, it's necessary to think about how do I use my cell phone a little bit more? If you think about your cell phone, there are more than 1 trillion phone calls made per year in the United States. And really, 70% of customers feel neglected. I'm not really sure those two numbers work together, but as you think about the power of your smartphone, what a great opportunity to connect with your customers as you travel. If we think about the phone, a lot of you pay with it through e-commerce, Amazon, Venmo, Uber, your banking. A lot of us sleep with our phones. We go to bed scrolling social media. Maybe we set our alarm on our device. Maybe you're like me and you grab that phone in the morning to check the forecast. What's it doing outside? Or some of you write to email. And if you take a look around, a lot of folks even constantly eat with their cell phone, their smartphone. It is constantly in our hands and has become an appendage of our bodies. 42% of salespeople will tell you their cell phone is their most effective tool. And if we combine that with all of the other data, think about just the power of that little device in your hand as it will help you to connect to people faster. Sometimes virtual makes us feel a little vulnerable. We want to see that person face to face. Maybe we look weird on a camera. I can't read the body language. But it allows us to at least connect verbally with our words to our customers. Let's play a little trivia game. Let's see how much you know about the cell phone. The answers are down there in the answer option box to match our sticky notes. So here we go. Which letter out of the answer option box goes with don't pick up the phone? I hope you correctly said letter A. 8 out of 10 people don't pick up the phone when it rings. Interesting. So Katie, how do I get a hold of people when they don't pick up their phone? Great question. And it's about leaving a detailed message to explain the purpose of why you're calling them. Number 2, what is the answer out of the box of those that answer an unknown phone number? If you guessed 19%, you are correct. 19% of American adults generally, on a survey, said they'll pick up the phone. A lot of us do the phone screen and don't even answer it. Or maybe your device even says potential spam. Next one. What is the number of people that say they normally check their voicemail? 67% of American adults say it's their general practice to listen to a voicemail or read it and return the call to the caller. Next up, The number that goes with the data collection concerns. 57% of American adults are very concerned that their cell phone is used to collect data and marketing tactics by companies. What is the percentage that people say their phone is a distraction to general life? If you guessed 68%, you nailed it on the head. And our last question, what is the percentage or the number of children under the age of 12 that own a cell phone or have a cell phone in their possession? Process of elimination here, team, and this answer is going to be 1 in 5. Children under the age of 12 have access to a cell phone. The adults give some rationale for this, saying to get a hold of their children, to keep them entertained, stay connected to friends, and or do homework. All of this data is from the Pew Research Center web survey conducted in July of 2020. So I hope at this point, you're starting to see the power of those devices. So some of you are probably thinking, great, Katie, help me understand, how do I become more effective? How you can use the cell phone to maximize your time management. First up, if you leave a message or if the person actually picks up their cell phone and you're not on a great relationship basis or you're prospecting, make sure you say your name, your company, and your phone number. I wouldn't be afraid to repeat all three at the end of your message, but definitely your phone number. There are many times when I have to listen to a message multiple times to catch the phone number. Example, hi, I'm Katie Brenny, calling with Bear Crop Science. My cell phone number is 0000. Thanks for the time. Reminder, my name is Katie Brenny with Bear Crop Science. My phone number is 000000. Great opportunity to repeat that. Then also make sure you're sharing the 3 Ps, your purpose, process, and payoff. If nothing else, please, I'm begging you to share the purpose. Tell the person why you're calling. Are you calling to see if they have an opportunity to have lunch next week to catch up? Are you calling to check in how their harvest went? Or are you calling to share some new plot data with them or information about some new crop protection chemistry? Folks, tell the person why you're calling. Nothing aggravates me more when someone leaves me a message that says, hey, give me a call when you get time. Okay, so am I going to get praised on one hand, or am I in trouble on the other hand? Is it a 2-minute conversation or is it a 10-minute conversation? Tell me why you're calling. Your customers and prospects will appreciate it. And last but not least is to make sure you ask for the next appointment. You ask for the goal. What is it are you calling them for? What is that action step? If you think about it, 9 minutes and 36 seconds is the research statistical answer for how long customers or folks will engage on the telephone. I challenge you to think about this the next time you call someone. I've been paying attention, and it seems like I can kind of hold people's attention for about 7 to 8 minutes before the gossip starts and or the conversation gets a little weird or strange. 9 minutes and 36 seconds, you can get a lot accomplished. I do get the question from time to time that says, well, Katie, I only have 4 minutes or I've got 10 minutes and I know this person likes to talk. Pick up the phone. Hey, Susie. Hey, Charlie. How you doing? Wonderful. I've got 4 minutes until I need to be at my next appointment. Go ahead. Be upfront with people. Tell them you only have a short amount of time to answer that call. More times than not, people have an ask. They have a question that can be answered rather quickly. Otherwise, you could potentially look at your watch at 4:30 at the end of the day and be like, I have 10 people to call back. And it's almost the end of the workday. So be upfront with people and don't be afraid to answer that question and keep the call shorter than 9 minutes and 36 seconds. Some general do's and don'ts as we think about how do I use that cell phone to be more effective. Be brief, be bright, and be gone. Keep it to the point. Think about using your camera as the person. I challenge you to try some video messaging, kind of a new flair as we think about 22 and beyond. Flip that smartphone around, take a selfie video versus an actual voice message. Take the voice message so the person can see your face. Think about it as from an image and story standpoint, and don't be afraid from time to time to follow up with an email. As we think about the world we live in today, it is going to be a blender of face to face communication, email, and technology, and your smartphone. People buy from you. So, what a great opportunity to mix all of those into a blender as you think about sales. The hardest thing to do is to keep your pulse on your customers. Phone calls can be a quick way and don't cost a lot of money as you're driving down the road from your other appointments and other meetings to check in. My grandfather always told me, no one answers a phone that doesn't ring. So, in sales, time is money. So, pick up the phone. Think about a way to keep your calls structured, short and simple, but yet effective. As we wrap up our time together, feel free to check out the book to learn more on virtual selling. It's a great read, and it might even help you think about your business a little bit different. Have a great day. If you've got further questions, feel free to reach out to myself or one of our Bear Crop Science representatives. Make it a great day and pick up that phone.